Joining us now is Kamran Bokhari. He's the founding director at the Center for Global Policy. Kamran, thank you for being with us. Kamran, we have Iran's head of revolutionary guards threatening to destroy the U.S., Israel, Saudi Arabia. He is blaming them for these protests. So we're seeing not only in Iran, but also against Iranian influence in Lebanon and in Iraq. Now, the concern is that with Iran facing all of these threats from within and externally, that it becomes more dangerous. Do you see the regime lashing out and escalating matters?
I do, Michelle. I think that what we have is a very unprecedented situation for Iran. It was, after Assad's defeat of the rebels, it seemed like Iran had the upper hand. But with the protests in Iraq, in Lebanon, inside Iran, this is a situation that has turned very sour very quickly for the Iranians. So there's a bit of frustration. And then, of course, there is the usual bombastic rhetoric. Now, that said, I do think that Iran needs to be watched because Iran will likely try to pull off some form of aggressive behavior, especially since the United States did not really retaliate for the attack on the Saudi oil facilities just recently. And so I think that they will likely try to do that, or at least that's one of the options. But
Target a
then,
U.S. target.
well, I'm thinking they'll probably target Saudi again because
Oh.
they got emboldened last time around. The message that they got was, well, we can get away with this. So the question then is, if they do that, then how will the United States respond this time around, or to any Iranian, aggressive behavior?
Kamran, very quickly, we have 143 people killed in these protests in Iran. Are you surprised at the muted response from the international community?
No, I'm not. I mean, this is a closed society, a closed state. The United States and the West and the broader international community does not have the influence inside Iran to make a difference. We can have the usual condemnation and warnings and whatnot, but at the end of the day, Iran is so closed off that there's very little that can be done. They're already under sanctions. So, if we put more sanctions, is that going to deter the Iranian regime? Ultimately, the Iranian people are the ones that are suffering.
Kamran, thank you so much. We'll be right back. Keep it right here. Thanks, Kamran Bokhari.